And welcome to another match preview here on my channel. And next up for Blues is a trip to Hillsborough as we face Sheffield Wednesday on a Tuesday night. And I'm joined by Ash from the Wednesday Week podcast. How you doing, Ash?
Hi Sam, yeah, good. Thanks for the invite. Always good to talk Sheffield Wednesday, even in the position we're in now. Try and find the positives.
Yeah, I mean, when we look at the clash that we had at St Andrews, you were very close to winning that game. You know, it was 2-2 and we just about nicked and equalised at the end. Amari Gray scoring in the 99th minute. But I can tell, like, from the atmospheres that I've seen in the away ends, Sheffield Wednesday is right up there for like the loudest fans. And I know obviously at that time you were expressing your disgust at the owners then. And now you find yourselves in a position where Chantiri's gone, but then you're in administration. So what's the update in regards to finding a new owner?
Yes, mate. Yeah, it didn't take you long to mention that 2-2 draw, did it, at St Andrews? I mean, there's a proper
We
gutting,
got away with it, that's what I would say.
proper gutting result, 99th minute. Currently the standing is that the administrators have picked a preferred bidder, that was on Christmas Eve. That was announced. So at the minute they're going through their EFL fit and proper or whatever owners directors tests and things that in the background. No update from the administrators in the last week. A local journalist has announced that the preferred bidder is a guy called James Board, who's I believe an ex-professional poker player, or he's a poker player, but it's a consortium, so he's got a couple of named guys behind him, and then no doubt there's going to be some more money somewhere. So at the moment we're still in administration, we're still in a bit of limbo, but things are moving forward, and obviously, however long these fit and proper tests take is what we've got at the minute. Hope obviously Wednesday fans were hoping this was all going to be done and dusted by this time in January, so we could potentially get some signings or some players through the door. But unfortunately, it looks like we'll be in administration all through January into February.
I suppose for Sheffield Wednesday fans, the main priority at the moment is just sorting out that situation off the pitch. And on the pitch this season, obviously it's been one win all season in the league. But when you look forward to this game, I feel like for Sheffield Wednesday, you guys must be right up for it, considering that you were so close to winning against us last time out. So you must be thinking of the reverse fixture and then taking obviously our away form into consideration as well. We've only won two league games away from home. It's a real big opportunity for you guys to get a win.
It is, but there's a big but. We've not been very good at home, Sam. To be honest, our away form
We've not been good
is
away, so there's
oh,
only one winner from there.
it's going to make for an interesting game under the lights on Tuesday. Then, no, it's our away form has been better. Look, we played Portsmouth on Saturday, who the corresponding fixture at Fratton Park, we won. So obviously we were well up for that. We knew obviously that it's the only team we could do the league double over this season. But it was an awful game. Both sides, it was just bereft of any sort of talent, any sort of attacking play. It was really bad. Two poor sides. So it's not a great place, Hillsborough, for Wednesday fans at the minute. So Birmingham fans, I know you've sold out. I think you've sold both halves of the stand as well. So I think there's nearly 4,500 going to be there, which is a cracking return on a Tuesday night. Just shy of 2 hours away, aren't you? So and I'm sure they're all coming expecting 3 points. So it's going to be a tough evening for Sheffield Wednesday, no doubt.
And I want to ask actually about two players, one for Birmingham, one for Sheffield Wednesday, where they've each played for the other club, if you know what I mean. With Birmingham in goal having James Beadle, someone that we're being linked with signing permanently now after his loan spell at Brighton, and is still featuring in goal quite heavily for us. And also Nathan Redmond for you guys. You snapped him up on a free transfer and he's played sort of limited minutes here and there for you guys. So I want to ask about Beadle and what you thought about him at Sheffield Wednesday, and also about Redmond as well and what he's offering for you at the moment.
Yeah, James Beadle initially came on a short-term loan. It came in January after breaking his loan with Oxford. He left Oxford, come to us, and then we signed him again for the season. So he had 18 months at Sheffield Wednesday. Highly promising goalkeeper. I don't know. I had mixed feelings of James Beadle. One time he could make up some cracking saves, really good, but then the other time he's shot stopping ability is good, but his distribution and probably after his shot stopping, his selection of where he pushes the ball out to. He did it a few times where he'd push it into the path of the oncoming attacker, made good save, but not getting it safe, and the opposition had a good an easy tap in, shall we say, and he made some mistakes like any goalkeeper does. It's a position that gets highlighted because when you make a mistake, it ends up being a goal 9 times out of 10. So yeah, James Beadle, I thought for a young goalkeeper coming Sheffield Wednesday, a great opportunity for him. And it was probably 60-40, 60% of the time he'd be good, he'd be competent. 40% he'd make a mistake, or there'd be some things on his like punching and not being able to catch a ball. He's 6'7", I think. He's 6.5 foot. He's a tall young lad, but he just found lacking, I think, in the crossing department and bits of his game. But like I say, he's still young. He's still learning. Goalkeepers, they say it's about 30-year-old when you come into your prime, so he's still got a good few years. So yeah, if you sign him, I mean, it's something like 1.5 million, I think it could be reported. I mean, it's probably a snip really for a young under 21 goalkeeper as well. So yeah, I mean, we've got a great young goalkeeper ourselves with Pierce Charles, who's unfortunately going to be injured for Tuesday. But yeah, I was. He didn't. One of those players that didn't offend me as much as others. James Beadle. Um, Now Redmond, you were right there, Sam. He has been a bit part player. He has only come on. And I think he started one game and he's come on like for bits. But what we have seen of him, he's been quite handy. He's tried to get on the ball. He's tried to make things happen. You could see only from the limited minutes that he has played at a higher level. He is quality, even though he's probably on the downward slope of his career. I'm not saying that's because he's at Sheffield Wednesday, just his age. And he's still early 31, I think he's still young. But yeah, excited to get him through the door, but we've just not seen enough of him at the minute. He did have a little niggle as well. He kept him out for a couple of games.
Right,
So
yeah, because I
yeah.
think that was something that he had when he was in Turkey with Besiktas, where he had like recurring injury problems. But with like the transfer activity that Sheffield Wednesday have been able to do this January, so you brought in Murphy Cooper, a goalkeeper, to deputise for Charles, as you said, who's missing with a shoulder injury, and then also Jaden Heskey, a striker from Man City, son of Emil. So with those two guys, is that going to be it for the January window, or is there more signings expected and rumoured?
I do think obviously Sheffield Wednesday would love to be able to bring some more players in. That it would only be on loan. We are still under a transfer ban till 2027. But they have to be ratified by the EFL. We're under obviously like an embargo, and they let us sign Murphy Cooper as I think it was another emergency. I think this is the third emergency goalkeeper we've had this season because of an injury to Charles. And Logan Stretch, our backup goalkeeper, is 18. He's played a few minutes in the cup against Brentford the other week, but that's it. So we are very short in the goalkeeper department. And Jaden Heskey, yeah, he's an exciting Man City prospect. So it was good to get him through. But I don't think we'll be able to. I'm sure Henrik Pedersen is wanting to. I don't think we'll be allowed any unless there is some, I don't know, some goodwill from the EFL. And I know a lot of football fans have been saying we've had enough of it from the EFL, but believe me, it's it's needed.
I bet. And I mean, I suppose with Sheffield Wednesday's situation, like next season, is it a thing where maybe you could see yourselves doing something that what like Cardiff have done, where they finished bottom of the championship, but then they've gone into League One and actually rely quite heavily on their youth players that have really shone through in that division. So is there anybody in the Sheffield Wednesday squad that's coming through your academy that you can really see a future, not just at Sheffield Wednesday, but also like going forward for the next few years?
Yeah, there is this one massive positive that has happened because of Sheffield Wednesday and the current owner is the emergence of a few good young players that have had the minutes on the pitch. Usually they wouldn't have been anywhere near the first team if we'd have got full squad. But there is unfortunately we've got Ernie Weaver who's a 18-year-old centre half. He's out for the rest of the season, but he is looking really good.
He was great
Uh,
against us. He was someone that really caught my eye in that game.
It was. That was probably one of his standout performances, and unfortunately, he's got injured. We've got a left back, Yissa Alau, who's been linked with Liverpool, Chelsea, Manchester clubs. He started his first league game on Saturday, and he looked really good. He's 17. We've got a Welsh under 21, I believe, or under 18 captain, Will Granger, who's a centre midfielder. 16-year-old, he does look really good as well. So we're talking under 18, under 20 players that there is a good future for Sheffield Wednesday. And that you're right there, Sam. For us to be relegated to League One, it could be a massive blessing for a lot of these professionals.
Because I suppose the way that we got out of League One is, very different because we had the sort of finances to be able to just kind of blast our way out of it. But when, as I said, using a reference point, Cardiff this season, a lot of the minutes that they gave to youngsters towards the back end of last season that are now profiting this season because of it, I feel like something similar could happen at Sheffield Wednesday, obviously takeover permitting as well. And with the last couple seasons that you spent in League One before getting promoted, I mean, there was that campaign where you finished on 96 points and somehow didn't get in the top two, which is crazy. I mean, any other season you get automatic straight away. So I suppose going down to League One, what are your sort of expectations for, I suppose, the upcoming games in the Championship, and what positives can you take from this season to then go on to next season?
I mean, you just have to hold your horse a little bit, yet, Sam. It's not mathematically impossible that we can't get out of
Yeah,
it.
it's true. It's true. You never know. You
No,
could get the Saudis come in, all the bans lifted, and then you have a mad deadline day.
yeah. Bringing it for like 11 players coming. Yeah, no. I think as a realist Sheffield Wednesday fan, it is. Look, we're not even on 0 points at the minute, and it's we're getting into nearly February. It's I think it's a foregone conclusion. But you're right. League One is going to be a totally different animal for us. It is going to depend on the new ownership. It is going to be what they want to do. You're right. You look at Birmingham yourselves that blasted. What is it, up to between 12 and 15 million pound on a striker, being able to have your pick of the players coming in, and you had a goal and you got that. Sheffield Wednesday, it doesn't matter who's going to come in. I don't think we'll be able to do that anyway. It's going to be still hard for us because of the players that are going to leave in the summer. There's going to be a lot of seasoned professionals that are going to be leaving, and some first teamers, and then it's going to be up to the owners to obviously back the manager, whoever that will be, and try and get there. But as a realist, I think the biggest battle for us was getting an owner. So next season, if we just miss out on playoffs, or if we have a good season and we do get playoffs, or I think it's realistic to say that we may struggle a little bit or be mid-table, but then it'll be looking to the 20, what will be then 27, 28 season, I think it is, that will be coming round next. So yeah, we've nearly won the biggest battle of the season, and that's the ownership. So can't really look at the rest of this season, because it's going to be hopefully a lot of youngsters playing, looking at the future, and not trying to get spanked 4-5-0 every week.
No, well, I mean, thanks so much for your time, Ash. And if I'm being honest, from my perspective, I'd take just a 1-0 win. Just a clean sheet would actually be nice for us because we haven't kept one of them in a very long time. So, what are your predictions for the game?
Yeah, I know you're struggling scoring yourself. I know that you've not the highest, and like you say, you've only won, was it, two league games away from home. Um, Even so, Sheffield Wednesday at home have not been the best. It would be a massive if we can come away with a draw. I know we need a win. We're desperate for our first home win of the season, but it's like being realistic where we couldn't. I've got Birmingham down as a 2-0 win, to be honest. But yeah, it's Tuesday night. It's under the lights. Football fans love them, don't they? Midweek games away, so it's gonna be a tough evening, but I do think Birmingham will get all 3 points, unfortunately.
And I feel like against us, though, if Barry Bannon's fit and he's in the midfield, then you've got a chance because he always seems to turn up against us.
He's one of every club's got one of those players that they look at when they're playing the team, and obviously for Birmingham City fans, for very obvious reasons, it's Barry Bannon when you come to play Sheffield Wednesday. And for a 36, nearly 37-year-old, there's a lot of teams that say that, and that's all testament to him and how he's handled himself. But there's rumours in the last week that he could be on his way. So yeah, I think he'll be playing tomorrow, but that might be by the end of the month. He might be on his way,
He'll sign off
unfortunately.
in a Sheffield Wednesday shirt, undoubtedly with a 35-yard screamer against us.
And if that's the 1-0 winner, I'll take it. But if it's on the end of a 4-1 defeat, then he'll take it.
True, true. Thanks so much again for your time, Ash, and obviously, like, best wishes to yourself and the club as well for getting back up to your feet because it's a massive club. So much potential for whoever takes over, and wishing you guys all the best for the future. Just give a shout out also to what's happening on your channel.
Yeah, cheers, Sam. Thanks for inviting me on. Love should talking Sheffield Wednesday, like I said at the start, but obviously in better circumstances would be. But yeah, we're the Wednesday week. You can catch us every week on YouTube Monday nights, and on all the other socials. It's Twitter and all that good stuff. We do quite good stuff, and we try and make light of our club situation in a humorous way. So if anyone wants to see after, well, it'll be Monday next week. The reaction to Tuesday's game. So Birmingham fans, if you want to come and gloat or if you want to come and commiserate, you know where to find us.
I don't think we'd gloat because we know what it's like to have crap owners. Thank you, Ash, and yeah, thank you everyone for listening to this video as well. And make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the rest of the preview videos and keep right on.